today's tutorial, I'll show you how to solve the 3x3 Rubik's Cube. So I'll show you all the steps to solve it using the beginner's method. So this tutorial should be pretty easy and easy to follow along with too. So the first step into solving it, we have to mix it up. So let me do that real quick. Okay, so now that it's all mixed up, I'll show you the first step into solving. So before we get into the tutorial, I need to show you notation. So it's actually pretty simple. And so let's say you see the letter R. Then you move the right side, so this side, clockwise. But if it has an R with an apostrophe, then you want to move it the right side counterclockwise. And then there's also an L, so move the left side clockwise. And there's also an L with an apostrophe, so move it counterclockwise. And then there's a U, which means move the upper layer clockwise, and an U with an apostrophe means to move it counterclockwise. And then the last one is there's an F. So with an F, you want to move, if it's an F by itself, you want to move it clockwise, and if it has an apostrophe, you want to move it counterclockwise. Okay, now let's hop straight into the tutorial. And these pieces are edges, and then these are corners. So first you need to solve all of the edges, and you gotta look for a piece that edge piece that has white on it like this. Then you look at its other color, so it's blue, and you find the white side and the blue side. And what you want to do is you want to make this white face the bottom. So in my case, I would bring it down like that, so then it's facing the bottom. And you want to make it so this blue piece here lines up with its center like that. And then we still have the white on top. And then we move this one twice to connect the white up with the blue like that. So now we have one piece of the cross done. And you can see this part looks done, except these two colors don't match. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna bring this edge piece to the bottom. And now we gotta find the orange center, and it's right here. So then we move that edge piece, so the white's on the bottom, and have the orange line up. And then since the white side's on here, you move it twice and it connects it up just like that. So now let's find the white and the green edge piece. And when we look around, we see it right here. So this one's, the white isn't facing the bottom, so you gotta turn it until it's facing the bottom. Now we match this piece up with its center, just like that. And now the white center is up here, so we move it twice again. And now finally the last piece of the cross. So we look for it, and it's right here, but in this one's already matched up with its center, so we just move it twice. That is how you do the white cross. Okay, so now it's time to put in all of the white corners, so all of these pieces. And you see that this one, it looks like it's matched up, but if you look, these other colors, they have to match the white, the red, and the blue center pieces, but this one doesn't because it has a green in it. And so now you want to find the white, red, and blue piece, and this is it here. And what you do with this is you put it under where it needs to go, like this, because since this piece is white, red, and blue, it needs to go under the white, red, and blue centers. So now where I know where it needs to go, so the white piece, you want it to be facing you. And so once you have it facing you, if it's on the right, turn it to the left. And if it's on the left, turn it to the right. So this one's on the right side, so you turn it to the left. And then you want to bring down this top bit. And then you want to bring this over So then these pieces are matching, and you want to bring it back up. And now this corner piece is in, and it matches up with the white, red, and blue pieces, and it also matches up with its edges. So now let's move on to the next one. So I see another white piece, and it has a green and a red on it. So I want to find the green and red centers and the white. It's right here. So you want to bring it under and make sure the white is facing you. So this is not the right corner, but this one is, because it's under where it needs to go. And this time the white is on the left side. So now you move it to the right, bring this side down, bring this one back over so the whites match right, like that. Then you want to bring this side back up where it matches with this cross. And now that piece is now in. So it matches up with these edges and with all of the centers. Now for the next piece. So we have a white, orange, and blue piece. So you find the right centers. Here they are. You want to put that piece under it where it needs to go. So it needs to go right up there. But so now the piece is on the right. So you move it to the left. Bring the right side down. Move the bottom over where the whites match up. And bring this side back up. So now they all match up. So the white, the blue, and the orange match up. So now, finally, the last corner. So we look, and here's a white corner, and it also has orange and a green on it. So this one's a little bit different. Since the white is facing the bottom, whenever you have white facing the bottom, you want to bring it down like this. You want to bring the side with the piece down, and then you want to move this one twice so it doesn't get in the way of this, and then you want to bring it back up. And now, as you can see, the white is facing you. But so it's the white, orange, and green. So I want to find those centers. They're right here. And you want to put it underneath where it's supposed to go. So right up here. So now you have it like that. It's on the left side, so you want to turn it to the right. Bring the left side down. Bring this over so then all the whites match up, and then bring this up. And that is how you do the first layer. So you got the white cross all matched up, and you got every corner put in just like that. So now, next we're gonna do the second layer. Okay, it's time to move on to the second layer. So you wanna look, so see the yellow side right here, it's opposite of white. You wanna look and try to find a piece that doesn't have any yellow on it. So this one has a green and a red, so we're good. And then you want to match this top color up that's facing you. You want to find the green center, just like that. And now that that one's matching, you look at the bottom color, which is red. And then you see that red is here. So you want to turn it away from the red. Bring the right side down. Bring the bottom back over where these pieces match up again. And you want to bring this top bit up, and then remember from putting the white corners in, you just turn the cube and do that same thing. So it's on the left, bring it to the right, left side down, bring that one back over where the whites match, and now flip it back up and look, you put that green and red corner or edge piece back in its slot. So now find another piece that doesn't have yellow, like this one here, and it has a blue and an orange on the bottom. So these are already matching up. So since it's orange, move it away from the orange side. So every time when you look at the bottom color, you want to move it away from that side. So if it's on red, move it away from red. If it's on orange, move it away from orange. And this one has orange, so I move it away. Bring that side down, bring the right side down, and then bring that back over where these blues match up. Bring it up, and now you just have to put back in this white corner piece just like before. It's on the left, so move it to the right, and move this side down. Match up the whites again, and bring it back up. So now all you have is two more pieces, and as you can see, this piece, all it needs to do is be flipped. So we got to find one of these yellow pieces with, it has to have yellow on it or else it won't work. And you can move it away from where it wants to go. So right here, you want to move that side away, bring this down, put it like that, and then up. Now you just want to put it in this white corner like that. And now you can see it took out that piece. So now you can find the piece, match up the red. Look at the bottom color, it's a blue. Move it away from the blue side. And then do this once again. And now look, you have one more that needs to be flipped. So do that thing where you find a yellow piece again, move it away from where it needs to go. This down, over, up, then put in this white piece again, like that. And then, okay, so time for this last piece of the second layer. So it is right here, because this one doesn't have yellow, and it's an orange and a green, and that's where we want it. So now you want to match up this orange with its center, and then you look at the bottom color, and since it's green, you move it away from the green side, bring this one down, break up that white, move this part back up, and then you want to put that white corner in. Just like that. And that is how you do the second layer. Now moving on to the third. Okay, so here's one case that I missed in the previous clip, where if the bottom color is, let's say, orange, and you already matched it up, but orange is on that side, then you have to move it away from that bit, bring the left side down this time, and then break up those whites again, and then bring that white up where it matches again, and then put in that white corner. Just like that, and then that'll get that piece in if you have any. Okay, so now we're moving on to doing the yellow cross. Now to do the yellow cross, you have 3 cases. So the first case is the dot, the second case is the L, and now the third case is the line. And then once you do the right algorithms, you'll get the cross. So now let's move on to the tutorial. Okay, so let's start off with the dot. So with all 4 of these cases, it's the same algorithm. So remember the notations that I talked about a little while ago? We're going to be using that. Okay, so I'll have a pop-up on the screen, and I'll also tell you all the moves. Okay. So you want to do F, R, U, R prime, U prime, F prime. That's the algorithm. And now we'll do it again to get to the line. So once you do the dot, then you'll move on to the L. Now let's do the same thing. F, R, U, R prime, U prime, and F prime. Okay, so now we got the line. So now you want to turn it where it's parallel to you. And now it's time for the last one. It's the same as the other ones. F, R, U, R prime, U prime, F prime. Okay, so now we got the yellow cross. Now we got to move on to the yellow edges. So now we got to we want to find 2 matches of these pieces to their centers. So we only have one here. That's not one, and that's not one, and that's not one. So we only have one. So we gotta turn this top, and now let's check again. That's not one, that's not one, that is one, and that's another one. So when you have 2 like this, what you wanna do is you wanna hold it in the back corner where these 2 edges are facing away from you like that. Now it's time for the next algorithm. So this one goes like this. R, U, U again, R prime, U prime, R, U prime, R prime, U prime. Okay, and now we'll look, and all of these pieces are matching with their centers. Okay, so now it's time for these corners. And what you want to do is you want to find a matching one like this, because it has yellow, red, and green. And this is the yellow, red, and green center pieces. And once you find a match, you want to hold it where it's in the top right, just like that. Now you want to perform this move. L prime, U, R, U prime, L, U, R prime, U prime. And now, as you can see, if that didn't work, you just want to do it again on that same piece. But now, all of these are in the right spots, so yellow, green, and red, and yellow, green, and red. Now if we turn it, we have a yellow, blue, and orange, and a yellow, blue, and orange centerpiece too. Okay, now on to the last step. Okay, so now we're on the last step. This algorithm is a little bit longer, but I'll explain it. So when you have the yellow pieces, you want to hold it where this one is facing that way. And you're going to do the same algorithm for each of these cases. So you want to do an R, U2, R prime, U prime, R, U prime, R prime. Now, this is a mirror image, L prime, U, U again, L, U, L prime, U, U, and an L. There, and that brings us on to this last step. So I like to call this one headlights, and you want the headlights to be shining that way. And you do that same algorithm. R, U2, R prime, U prime, R, U prime, R prime. Now L prime, U, and U again, and L, U, L prime, U, and L. And that is how you solve the 3x3. Thank you for watching. I'll do more tutorials on other cubes, and bye.